दादा भगवान ना सिम जय जयकारो, 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 Bhagwana, Dada Bhagwana, Simcha Jekaro, 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 Dada Bhagwana.
Jai Satchidanand.
Simandhar Swadina Asima Cheche Naho 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 Dada Bhagwana, Simcha Jekaro, Dada Bhagwana, Simcha Jekaro, Dada Bhagwana, Simcha Jekaro, Dada Bhagwana, Dada Bhagwana, Simcha Jekaro.
जय जयकार हो दादा भगवान ना असीम जय जयकार हो दादा भगवान ना असीम जय जयकार हो.
This is Mamani Pod, Dadashri Singh. I used to live on rent here. I used to pay 15 rupees of rent, and there were very good people around. This is about 45 years ago. Back then, people did not have bungalows. Back then, Mamani Pod was considered as one of the very best localities. Earlier, in other places, there was a rent of 7 rupees, and I was paying a rent of 15 rupees. I was considered a big contractor, wasn't I? Nirumai Singh, Dadashri lived with lot of simplicity. It was a very simple house. There was one room followed by another room. They were all like in a straight line. There was not even a wash basin there. Even the bathroom and the toilets were outside the house. And he would sit there on the porch and brush his teeth. People would tell him, Dada, you're taking such great contracts. He would build jetties and he would construct roads. Despite that, you don't have a basin in your house. Dada, she would say, all this is fine as it is. I don't feel like changing anything. I don't see a need to change anything in the house. There was only one bed and one bench in the house. That was the only furniture. And it was a small room, about 8 by 10 feet. And Dada would sit there. Dada did not even have a ceiling fan. But then when people like us would visit Dada, we would tell Dada, Dada, you don't need it, but we feel very hot. Please have a fan here. Dada, she's saying, I would like the life of an ordinary man. Everything else felt like a botheration. This is what I had brought along from my past life. This is what I liked.
Dada Bhagwan na aseem jai jaikar ho. Dada Bhagwan na aseem jai jaikar ho. Dada Bhagwan na aseem jai jaikar ho.
Can you imagine how many times Dada came by here? Just walked in like you in this moment. There was the satsang place upstairs.
Upstairs?
This is a little satsang hall. There was satsang happening. And downstairs, it's a very simple hall. It is basically the same way it is now. There's a little bank.
Or is that not? Is that somebody else's place?
No, this is all. I think it belongs to it too. They do satsang up there, and that was the satsang hall also. Dhara.
Not sure about that. Maybe it was restored. Because it looks new. Maybe it was polished. Maybe.
So it's this part and the top part?
Yeah, there's one more. There's actually two more floors.
Two more floors.
I think At some point, I think they added one later. Maybe they're just putting here on the front.
Übersetzt du, wenn gesprochen wird?
Next part, they
Bringen die
made
Leute das mit? Ja, mach einfach.
This Lakshmi Kunj home that we now refer to as Dada Mandir, where Dadashri's subatomic particles are still present, discussions that happened here can still reverberate in the walls here. The memories of this place still live here. Dadashri used to say that this home is not a home, it is going to become a big pilgrimage spot, and so many people will come here to do darshan. This intention of Dadashri's as well was fulfilled by Pujya Niruma. Let's see a video of that. That Mamanipur, every atom of that place has got Dadashri's Paramanu because he's lived there for so long at Lakshmi Kunj. Naturally, that home of Mamanipur for many years, we were hoping that Dada Bhagwan Foundation get it so that it is a memorial that we can have of Dadashri's, where he spent so many years of his life, that place, that home. It's a big pilgrimage spot, but somehow Dadashri was living there on rent, so the property owner said, I will not give this home. But naturally, the property owner passed away and their children were living there. They had renovated the whole home in their own way. Then just last year, when the Janma Jayanti was celebrated in Vadodara, it was decided that we would do the procession from Dadashri's home in Mamanipur. And so many people came there. The owner of the house at the time, we worshipped Dadashri at that house. And then the procession left from there. Got so touched by seeing all this. They had the intent. And Mahatmas had come from so far and wide. They all came to do darshan, so they were very touched that people have so much value for this house. So we should really give this place for Dadashri's work. And he gave us that property. We have bought it through the trust. The renovation has been done to make it exactly how it was when Dadashri was there. This is a video of Niruma describing how it was when Dadashri lived there. From this home, Dadashri has had a lot of spiritual greatness. From this home, he has experienced the state of the absolute self within, and then knowledge has spread from here to the whole world. He sat on this bench. 4 people would come, 6 people would come, and each person would touch him and change would start taking place. The place where Dadashi stayed for 50 years, Mahatmas should visit there. There must be so many Paramanu of Dadashri there. Lakshmi Kunj, Mamanipur, Vadodara.
1974. I used to come here daily from 74 to 80. I used to come here daily. So Dada at the time in the evening around 5 o'clock, he'll be sitting there like this. He'll just look at us. And then I was saying, Pachia is, I'll come later on. So, at later on with Deepak Bhai, I took Gnan. And with Dada.
You had no Gnan at that time? You were just sitting there?
No, I was just going here, I was standing there.
But that time,
smoking cigarette and all. Dada was sitting here, he was smoking bidi. That time we were not aware that he is a Gnani Purush. When he came to know, then after
he was gone.
Yeah, I cried so many years for this. Recently also, whenever I feel continuously I'm crying that I missed his God. He was here only just before me. I could not recognize him. With the Pujya Sri, when I took the Gnan, then after I realized, and at the night, all the night, every night, I used to listen Dada's audio only, right from 10 o'clock to morning 4 o'clock. And sometimes 6 o'clock. Continuously I am in touch with Dada only. So it reminds me about all those days and even the past. I am with Dada only round the clock. Not a single moment I would miss.
After you have realized who he is, after you have realized who he is, you never missed anything, right?
Yeah, but then after he has just given me such a type of Gnan that there is no need for anything in this world. Man ni bhik nahi, kirti ni bhik nahi, visal ni bhik nahi,
pride,
no respect,
no begging for pride, no fame,
But body whenever it needs to take, doesn't matter, I don't care for it. Whatever he wants, he'll take. Right? I don't need anything. If somebody says that you just sleep on the road, then I'll sleep there. For me, it's not the case that I cannot sleep here. But this is my Dada's grace. I realize that I am with him only, and this body, this flesh is going everywhere. I am not going anywhere. I am with Dada only.
Und ich bin nur mit Dada.
Versuch's mal ins andere, wo ich glaube, es gelb ist. How old were you at that time? When you were sitting outside?
I just passed my schooling and then first year of engineering.
So 18, 20. And you got Gnan from Deepak Bhai?
Yeah. Daily, so many times I told Dada, I'll come later on. My simple, because my friends were there, they were saying that, oh, that old man is calling you. I said, no, I don't want to go. And then after reaching certain distance, I'll just look back, then Dada was simply looking at me only and smiling. Then I'll say, not, my friend doesn't know, but with this like this, I'll come later on. Like this.
So Dada gave darshan to you, right?
Ja, also Dada hat mir den Darshan gegeben.
Can you see his eyes and everything now? Huh? Can you see the eyes and everything?
Yeah, everything. It's like this.
Ja, genau so. So sitzt du.
When I say like this, then
Let him take his time.
only એટલે ઈશારાથી જ વાત કરી છે
By sign language, he talked with sign
Er
language.
spricht einfach
New
mit
gestures.
Zeichensprache.
gesture language.
But you are showing it to us how you felt it. When you show us now the feeling of Dada, we can feel it. We can feel Dada sitting because that is the vibration.
Sometimes after taking this Gyan with the Bhagwan for about 3 years, I cried too much. Dada no virho ke ne.
Missing Dada.
Weil ich den Dada so,
It
weil
was
ich Dada so
continuously in
vermisse.
my even office. I was doing business. I am having factory and all.
Ich hatte eine Fabrik
So
und
my
alles.
the staff and other were saying, why you are crying?
Die Angestellten haben immer gesagt, warum weinst du denn so?
But I cannot say anything to
Aber ich
those
konnte gar
people
nichts
that
dagegen zu Menschen
I am
sagen.
missing my Dada.
Denn ich habe einfach nur meinen Dada vermisst.
One time, one big customer has come to my office. He was saying,
Als ein großer meiner
why you are
Kunden in
crying?
mein
I said,
Büro
"Please
kam und
don't
gesagt hat,
Don't ask
warum
me.
weinst du denn so? Dann habe ich gesagt, ich kann nichts sagen.
I cried too much. And
Ich habe
then
so viel
after
geweint.
my Gyan,
Und danach
Jagrati has developed to such an extent
hat mich
that
so angestiegen, bis zu einem
the worldly affairs
bis zu dem, dass das
totally
Weltliche in mir völlig
settled.
ganz egal wurde.
previously it was, but then after
Vorher war das so, plötzlich dann ist das überhaupt uninteressant geworden für mich.
once one day in my office, I was
Eines
just
Tages in meinem Büro
continuously thinking about this Dada only.
habe ich nur noch an Dada
And I
gedacht.
saw
Und dann habe
Dada
ich gesehen,
with શ્રેનિક રાજાના પોઝમાં દેખાયા અને ભગવાન મહાવીર ભગવાન એમને મળવા આવ્યા અને એ દ્રશ્ય જોઈને બહુ રડ્યો. તો મારા સ્ટાફની એક છોકરી જે હતી એને કીધું, મેં કીધું મેં આ દ્રશ્ય આવું જોયું છે કે દાદાને મહાવીર ભગવાન મળવા આવ્યા. તો પછી એને પેલું પદ કાઢ્યું હતું, સૈનિક જેવા મગજપતિને મહાવીર સ્વામી મહેલે મળે.
So what he's saying is, when he was in the office, he saw a vision.
als er
when
im
he
Büro
saw,
war, hat er eine Vision gehabt.
Shrenik Raja is a story in the Jain literature. Shrenik Raja
Shrenik
came to
Raja
meet
ist eine
Lord
Geschichte,
Mahavir. So he
in
saw
dem Lord Mahavir
Mahavir came to meet Shrenik Raja.
Ah ja, Lord Mahavir kam, König Shrenik
And he saw that Shrenik Raja was Dada. And he
hat
saw that
gesehen,
this Shrenik Raja was
dass die Shrenik
none other than Dada.
niemand anderes war als Dada.
And then my office, this staff, that one girl was there, she says that તમે આ કહો છો એ એમાંનું પદ છે, પછી એને આ દાદાનું પદ કાઢી આપ્યું. ત્યારે મને પછી બહુ રડ્યો હતો.
So there is a pad written describing this story by Kaviraj. Mahavir
શ્રેનિક જેવા મગજપતિને મહાવીર સ્વામી મહેલે મળે, ભાવ થકી દર્શન કરવાથી. એટલે ત્યારે મને રિયલાઇઝ છે કે this is matching with this what I have seen. And
so he's saying that in this pad by Kaviraj, it is saying that Mahavir Swami is coming to meet Shrenik Raja, and the Shrenik Raja is none other than Dada, right? Right. And so when he heard, then somebody said, "This is true. This is true in the. It's written in the Jain scriptures." Then he had a lot of, he was crying and he was saying that's such a great thing. I saw in my Dada.
so sometimes I feel that with so many births I must be with Dada, and I know some of the cause. જે ચિત્તમાં આપણાને કહે ને ચિત્તના ચમત્કાર કહો કે ગમે તે, I don't know.
So he feels that maybe he was with Dada in the past life, and this kid has taken those photographs, and now they're coming back, as a discharge.
બીજો ઇન્સિડન્ટ મને ઋષભદેવ ભગવાન વખતે જે વિરોધ કર્યો હતો ને કે તમારા એકલા છોકરાને કેમ આપ્યા, બધાને કેમ નહીં, તો that time I was with him
in
a gang.
You saw it in your
We were some 5-6 people.
Wir waren
We were
ungefähr 6
opposing this.
Menschen, die in dieser
And
Position
Dada has
waren.
helped us. If you, મને આખો દ્રશ્ય દેખાયેલું કે ચિતના.
Yeah. So there is another story, and this Dada has said himself that when Rushabdev Bhagwan, the first Tirthankars, he gave Gnan by the Akaram method to his Surat Raja, and then Dada was there. And Dada opposed this. He says, why, if you give it to Bharata Raja, why don't you give me the Akaram Vignan? To others also. And he said that he was there at that time. In his vision, he saw that.
I have seen that pose.
He saw that vision.
Was that not what Dada said, that this was the starting point? That he became finally Dada because he wants to share it with the world, right? Dada doesn't want it only for a few people. He wants it for everybody.
That's what he argued for that.
Yeah, he fight it with Rushabdev.
Like this, and we were discussing like this. That pose I have seen just like sitting like this only, not in a sleep.
In his awakened state, I saw that.
That's what then I realized that from receptive till today I'm with
him.
Bin ich die ganze Zeit mit Dada gewesen.
That sequence has finished. So all the તીર્થંકર દાદા કહે છે કે અમે બધા તીર્થંકરોના દર્શન કર્યા, પણ અમને તો આક્રમ ભાવતું હતું અને અમારે આ બધાને મળે, આ બહેનોને પણ મળે, એ ભાવના હતી અને એ પૂરું થઈ ગયું.
Dada had this vision that even the ladies should get this Gnani, and also the householders should get this Gnani, and this easy path should be available to everybody, not only Bharat Raja and a few people. And so now, after so many thousands of years, it has come to the world in an open way.
Thank you so much.
Let's go to the next place now. Yes. Next place, because it's a very small place. I'll tell you what it is. This is where Dada, Hiraba was living here, and Dada was living in that house. The last few years of his life.
War am Schluss seines Lebens hier und Dada in dem anderen Haus, da wo wir jetzt dann hingehen.
There,
und dort,
when he came back from USA,
als
very
aus
sick,
Amerika zurückkam, ziemlich krank,
November of,
ungefähr November
1997, he went to the place where we are going to go now.
Ging er an den Platz, an den wir gleich gehen werden, und
he was there, and Niruma was serving him.
Hielt für den Haus an und war da, und Niruma hat ihn gedient, und alle Mahatmas auf der ganzen Welt sind gekommen, um sein Darshan zu nehmen, und Darshan hat 1 bis 2 Stunden abends Darshan gegeben, er hat dann nicht mehr viel Satsang gegeben, nur noch Darshan, und das war auch als Deepak bei. Er hat dann gesagt, jetzt machst du Seva. Und die letzten Monate,
about for 25-27 days with Dada and Niruma.
24 oder 25 Tage
Dada
war
told, I
zusammen,
don't want anybody else because I'm seeing too many things. You know,
sagt, ich will gar nicht mehr mit so viel mit Menschen zusammen sein. Ich habe so eine große Vision, ich sehe so viel. Ich möchte niemand mehr.
Only Niruma, Deepak,
nur noch Niruma
and Dada were in that room for those days, except for the darshan time and food time.
Bis auf die wenige Zeit, wo Darshan war.
Had his last breath on January 2nd.
Und am 2. Januar 1988 hat er seinen letzten Atemzug genommen.
And then that's where his body was kept for people to view.
Und dann wurde bis zum 5. Januar sein Körper aufbewahrt, damit Menschen noch Abschied nehmen konnten.
Climb stairs can go up there. So we are going to go there
now. Wir gehen da jetzt hin, und manche die können auch die Treppe
Ich glaube, hier waren wir auch schon mal.
Ja, wir waren schon hier.
Ja, ja. Und allein diese Treppe hier vergisst
Nee,
man
das
nicht.
steht da. Ah, doch, da war ich noch mal. Nee, ist natürlich dann. Sonst letztens noch jemand anders auf dem Platz.
Letztes Mal. War ein bisschen älter.
Ja, sehr älter.
Jay Satchidanand. Das finde ich schon mal gut. Platz.
Jay Satchidanand.
Teil 2.
Nicht die Füße unten aufstellen, loslassen, hoch mit den Füßen.
And then there's the last floor.
शांति दी जो ऊपर से थोड़ा पैर ऊंचा છે એટલે ક્લોઝ ઓન
Yeah, I know. And here Rasik में रहता था.
આ રસિક ભાઈ આપણે મળ્યા હતા તે લાસ્ટ ટાઈમ.
Yes, come. There's plenty of room here.
Yeah. Okay. So, sign up people.
Das geht noch eins hoch.
Everybody can come up. Come, come. Nur mal anschauen. Und jetzt Hochfuß.
મંદિર દાદા એમ જ છે ક્યાં છીએ અમે હરિપોલમાં તમે તે બહાર આવ્યો છું હું આવ્યો બહાર ચાલો આ જરા હા તો આવી જાઓ મોકલી દો મંદિર દાદાના ઘરે નહીં છે અંદર ઘરમાં
Typical Indian house.
હા આવી ગયા બેટા છે હા બેટા છે ને મારી ગાડી તેમાં લોક નથી મારી બાજુમાં એક નાની છે આમ તો બહુ વાંધો નથી પણ જેવા ધ્યાન
Recognized as a Gnani Purush
Yes, other Gnani. The one who's out there comes many times in this. Human Gachan for he also was a Gnani. And these two were his followers.
Rim Dada Bhagwan Sarvagna Sharanam Gacchami Om Rim Dada Bhagwan Sarvagna Sharanam Gacchami Om Rim Dada Bhagwan सर्वज्ञ शरणं गच्छामि। ॐ ह्रीं दादा भगवन् सर्वज्ञ शरणं गच्छामि। ॐ ह्रीं दादा भगवन् सर्वज्ञ शरणं गच्छामि।
Maybe it might be related to my last birth, so I met to Dada Bhagwan suddenly and without effortlessly. So things happened very naturally. We went to meet the Dada Bhagwan, and in the just first visit, I fall in love with him. And I used to tell wherever I go, I was a man of marketing. So whenever I go out, I used to tell that if you meet this Dada Bhagwan, you will forget Miss Universe also, and you will be lost wherever you are, and you will be so blissful, and you would have never experienced the absolute anand of the life. What is happiness? So if you want to know the real happiness and the address of the happiness, meet this great dignitary personality. So out of there, some of the people met them, and even one person from US in Chicago, he is 87 years old. I just went to his office. He was a very great government officer. I'm talking about 1975 or 78. So after completing my business talk, I told him, sir, I think that you are a very developed personality and like a scientist. So I would like to say some words to you, which is not related to business. And I feel that you must meet this great scientist, Dada Bhagwan, and you will feel that you have finished your work. So I said, who is Dada Bhagwan? And he is Dada Bhagwan, I guess. And I gave him my address, and I had one book of Aptavani Part 1 with me. So I told him, I want to present you this. So it is no related with the business, and please read this book. And if you want to meet him, you phone me, or you find out yourself. Then really speaking, after a few days, he went on searching Dada Bhagwan, and he met him. He got Gnan also, and after that, he took his whole family to Dada Bhagwan. And today, at 87 years old, he is absolutely in the real self. And he keeps talking to me almost every second, third he phones me and tells me, I'm not disturbing you, no. He's 87 years old, elder than me, about 15 years. So he said, I want to talk to you, so you have to receive my phone and talk to me about Dada Bhagwan, and we shall share about his knowledge. So by sharing the knowledge, it will multiply. So why not to share the knowledge which you got and me got? So from Chicago, he keeps on phoning me. Morning or evening, he will phone me. Secondly, I was, before I met Dada Bhagwan, there were two things in Kanhaiya. One, the depression was going on. I got graduated and joined the business. So there was some great depression period. I don't know for what, but I might have depressed someone in the previous birth, so I got the depression. In the whole family, everybody was on the very good level. Only Kanhaiya was having depression. And secondly, he had insomnia, no sleep at night for several years. So my age was 25 when I met Dada Bhagwan. You will be surprised the science of Dada Bhagwan. After the 2 hours of self-realization, I felt like I am flying in the air, or just my body was flying in the air like this. And the way Dada was reciting, oh Shuddha Atma Chu, my voice was double than him. I was just feeling, and after those 2 hours, I had so much happiness, so much happiness. The whole world I forgot as if. Whole world. And I was doing everything. Means Kanhaiya was doing and I was seeing him. And that went on for 2 years. Kanhaiya was driving, Kanhaiya was moving, Kanhaiya was laughing, Kanhaiya was singing. And I was just the total observer. This was a science. And my happiness was so much, my father got surprised. What happened to this boy? He's looking better than all my sons and daughters. And it is something, Dada Bhagwan is some chamatkar. Something has happened to him. So he met him after 2-3 years, he recognized him. And just because he was looking at me, that such a fast change cannot come to any human within a few days. And he was working with the ministry in the Sindh, in Karachi. So you know his level must be so high. He was with the governor there in Karachi. So he recognized Dada Bhagwan, he got self-realization. Then he was the first person who was doing Shashtang Namaskar to Dada Bhagwan.
Even on the road.
On the road, wherever he finds.
Wherever he finds, straight away. Yes. So Dada Bhagwan in USA and other countries, he was saying that, look, I have seen only one person with the Param Vinay, and he is his father. Go and meet him and you will learn the Param Vinay.
Dada has spoken somewhere. The audio also, we have also heard.
I heard
what he says.
My family is very big. 8 brothers and 1 sister. 8 brothers and 1 sister, total 9. And all 9 are alive today. And all 9 are dedicated to Dada Bhagwan. No brother has any objection. Okay, this Dada Bhagwan is not okay, this science is not okay. No one. Everybody, for Dada's name, everybody is one. My sister, she is very wealthy person, and she stays in Nigeria. She comes 5-6 months here, 5-6 months there. But she also doesn't have anything than Dada. She is very beautiful, very good, very intelligent, and highly educated. But when she is here or there, she's with the Dada. He says, I am only with Dada. So his children and everybody, his husband is he was captain in Shipping Corporation of India, and the best captain of India. And he was interested with the heavy cargo ships whenever he is there. So he also surrendered to Dada. Everybody. So when the captain-like persons surrender to Dada, means he is science. Otherwise he cannot surrender. Right? And you people are so fortunate, so happy. I also came suddenly because sometimes I come here and sit here for 1 hour and then go away. So today suddenly I thought, okay, let me go and I came to this side. Okay, let me do that pranam to Dada, talk to him for something and go away. And so Dada is every moment with us, every second with us. Whenever you talk to him, he can tell you within 2-3 days time you reply. You have any problem, you have anything, you tell him, Dada, this is like this. Get rid of me, make me free. Yeah, do this, please. Because when the files will reduce, we will be more and more enlightened. That's what Dada says. Right? So gradually, files will be over. So today I feel, having so many files, there is no file to me. Because now they sometimes only phone me. I don't phone anyone. I feel that when they have any work with me or anything, they should call to me. But I want to live in my real self with Dada. So that is gradually happens when the files are over. I have 1 daughter, 1 son. My daughter is in Chicago. She is working as a project manager in IBM. My son is here, and her CEO also talked to her. So blessings of Dada Bhagwan. She says, Baba, I am surprised. I said, my CEO, she is a woman, but she also talks to her and takes care of her. And she says that, no, you have to always be my company. I will not leave you. And she is also blessed by Dada. Because till 6 years, till she was 6 years old, we used to take her to Dada. And Dada used to do her vidhi in this thing for 10, 15, 20 minutes on this foot. So we were surprised. Whenever she lift the head, again Dada presses her. She will lift the head. Only here only. Here only we used to come that way. So she says that Papa, you used to force me and take me and make me understand this science. That time we never used to like it. But today I feel if you would not have done so, I would not have been so happy person. It is all happiness is for Dada Bhagwan. That way she says. And she is a very, very sincere, regular in satsang. Every week she will go in Chicago to attend the satsang. So she will take me also, she will take everybody, and having a very good circle. And she is Sevarthi also now. That way. So all these things I told you, but there are so many things which I still forget it. But
in audio, I have.
But oneness was terrific. Oneness with Dada was terrific. I don't know why, but he used to tell me, ask questions. I was not very well versed with the religion and knowledge and this and that, but then also the questions used to come out. And then the question answers at the 12th Haptavani. And that time my age was about 30, 25, 30. What is Gnata Drashta? What is this? What is that? I don't know this thing. But Dada used to give me this thing. Once upon a time, she gave me 20 times the bus. That also on Guru Purnima Day. Guru Purnima Day, Dada never used to sit like this only, not to touch anybody. And when the moment I went to put a garland in his hand, this thing, and do this, he made dhar. So many things. So all Mahatma said, Kanaya, your moksha is done. Your moksha is done. Dada has blessed you today on such a great day, which we never does that way. So your आपका मोक्ष हो गया. आपको अभी कोई जरूरत नहीं. मैं पता नहीं अभी दादा जाने और को जाने. लेकिन I don't know, the oneness comes out and it works out. The oneness. और आज भी today also I tell Dada, wherever I go with this body and my mind, something good should happen and your message can be communicated. I'm here, Bhagi. I don't need anything. You kept me here, so my man, vachan, kaya should be utilized for you only. Because I now don't need anything. My happiness is okay, my family is settled, my children are happy, all things are over. Now you just make my use for you only. So it is happening like that. And the happiness multiplies. For doubts, Shanka. For doubts, yeah. But doubt is that you see, once our doubts are out, then you can come into the absolute real self. And I don't think there is any doubt is left over after having the science. Right? After having the science, no doubt is left over. Because every moment we know that it is Vyavasit, and moreover, when we have reached here at this junction, means you are nearing to reach to your home, very close to your home, right? When we are very close to your home, then there shouldn't be any doubts, isn't it? When we are very, very close to our home, where is the question of accident, or where is the question of any wrong thing happening, where is the question of anything to happen? Is there any question? No question. So I used to tell, during this corona, people were depressed. Many people, and they used to phone me. I said, it is shocking how anything can happen unjust in the world. If your karmas are left over, if your life is there, no corona can touch you. Go and sleep. Even you move outside. Even you move outside, corona cannot touch you. You be so nirbhay. You be so absolutely fearless. Right? So there is no question. And moreover, if you are blessed, even if you are not met to Dada Bhagwan, then also nothing can happen wrong. Because the whole universe is in the justice. Every moment, like a hair-like justice. Right? So such a justice is there in the world. How can you doubt? Okay, it will happen to me. I may this thing, Corona may touch me. I may get sick and all this thing. Why? And your fears make you die. Nothing makes you die, isn't it? So Dada makes us fearless. Dada makes us fearless. So we are enjoying the moksha here.
Project of Dada, we are lucky that we could make. Project of Dada, as good as Dada.
We met before in this place.
Sorry?
A couple of years ago. We met here before.
Yeah, we met before, about a year or 2 years before, 3 years before. I don't know, maybe, yeah. And one of my brother is also brahmachari, Aptaputra. He was serving, Dada, he was in the service of Dada for quite few months, many times. So he is also fortunate. He said that is my golden period of life, and I don't know what punya I must have brought. The Dada accepted my services to me. He was with Niruma also. Niruma, Deepak Bhai. He was like that. Oh, yes. And thanks to my mother, father, that they were so nice, and I am born with them. It is all their blessings. It is all my blessings. And Dada once told me, if you will do service of your mother, father, everything will be okay, and your no fault will be seen. But you should never see mistake of your mother or father. Anything they may do. That's what I told my children also. Okay, you cannot see the mistakes of father and mother. Because you are here because of them. Right? You have got sanskar because of them. See, my father gave me so sanskar, so I was a blank paper and Dada Bhagwan met me. You see, I didn't know anything about the religion and other things. I am surprised how all this Dada blessed me. And you'll be still surprised, I was not knowing Gujarati. And I learned Gujarati within 6 months after I met Dada. And after that, Dada Bhagwan said one day, sing that pad. You know, then every day he used to tell me to sing 5-6 pad. And my throat was good. So I was singing and then rest were following. So within about 2-3 years of time, or 1 or 2 years, I remembered 50 to 60 pad without this thing. I don't need any book also. And very difficult pad. And Dada Bhagwan used to say, sing that pad, that number. And I used to sing. You see, his Aishwarya, what he must be. He can do anything he likes.
He can do anything, whatever he wants.
See, I was blank totally, not knowing Gujarati, not knowing anything. And what he blessed me, that I started singing. And every day he was telling me to sing that. I'm not Gujarati by birth, that way. But I was loving Gujarati like anything. I was surprised, I don't know the Gujarati, being I'm born in Gujarat. And Dada Bhagwan is Gujarati, Patel. So then Gujarati is final thing in the world, I used to think. Then I started learning Gujarati, and within 6 months I learned fully everything. So it happens like this. So I am so happy that we all met. You also bless me and pray to him for the full enlightenment. I need your blessings. Yes.
And what is just one little question? What is your good name?
My name is Kanhaiya Bhai Shahani. I am from Baroda, Gujarat.
Right. Because we want that in the video when we share it with others. Thank you so much. Jai Satchidanand.
अगर वो पद हिंदी they can understand तो पद सुना दो उनको.
हिंदी तो नहीं आता. English they can understand.
Yeah. That's it.
It's great that you come. That Dada sent you today.
I think there is one pad of in English Dada or some singer आप किसी book में पढ़ना. This is self sunrise after crores of nights. I am the first Christian before the birth of Christ. Supreme power is out of subject. Dada Bhagwan and he is the same. It's like their pad. It is so fantastic in English.
Can you sing
Can you repeat it? Just repeat one more time. They didn't understand. Can you repeat it one more time? They could not understand.
That
sentence, that lines.
This is the self sunrise after crores of nights. I am first Christian before the birth of Christ. I am the first Jain before the birth of Mahavira. The supreme power is out of subject. Jai Sachidanand and Dada Bhagwan is the same. It's like that. I don't remember fully. But it is such a big word. It's so superb that you can
if you do us a favor, you can sing it. I'll give you my card. You sing it for us. You make a little video and send it to us.
Yeah.
Would that be possible?
Yeah.
You sing it for us. Make a video. Somebody makes a video.
That is lying at my home.
Yeah. But somebody makes video and you send it to us in WhatsApp.
But after within 2-3 days.
No problem. No problem. Wow, that would be great. Jai Sachidanand. Thank you so much. And
Dada Bhagwan Dada Bhagwan Dada Bhagwan Simple Chikaro Dada Bhagwan Simple Chikaro.
This is it's called a candivo. This light, since the cremation happened, this light is on all time. This is a very sacred ritual, obviously, to keep that light burning all time.
ह्रीं दादा भगवन् सर्वज्ञ शरणं गच्छामि। दादा भगवन् सर्वज्ञ शरणं गच्छामि। ह्रीं दादा भगवन् सर्वज्ञ शरणं gacchami.
This is the Tri Mandir.
In the beginning, Dada said, I don't need any temples to do my satsang. And I can just do my satsang under the trees or in various houses. There's no need for temples and everything else. That was his talk before. But then in about 1978-79, he had a fracture. At that time he was in, then there was no people around him.
There were no people around him. He didn't have time to give to everyone.
At that time he got a message from higher sources that we should, how are people going to know about?
So when Dada had a fracture and people couldn't meet him, then he was thinking, how will these people attain this knowledge? There's so many differences in the religions across India.
There are so many differences in different religions, in this, like all over the world.
Just like all over the world, even in India, there are differences in religions. Even within one religion, there are divisions.
We can mend that
So Dada got an idea. We can try to remove those divisions.
So at that time when he was in Aurangabad,
when he was in the city of Aurangabad, from within, he got this message, this feeling that I need to break this sectarianism between religions. So that time he came up with this idea for the Tri Mandir. He gave very detailed instructions to Niruma, exactly how the Tri Mandir should be made. The middle should be Simandhar Swami, on the right side Lord Krishna, on the left side Lord Shiv.
Based on that, and then there was a big, as usual, a lot of discussion, right?
As usual, like in any organization, there's a lot of discussion. Where should we do it? Where should we have the Tri Mandir in Ahmedabad or Surat or Baroda?
Ultimately, the decision was
to make the first Tri Mandir in Surat. That is where Dada attained the Jnana at the railway station in 1958.
Then the land was acquired.
The land was acquired for the mandir, and Dada was present when they did the stone laying ceremony for the mandir, the very first Tri Mandir in Surat. It's on the outskirts of Surat. It's a place called Kamrej. It's like a suburb of Surat. It's on the major highway that goes from Ahmedabad to Bombay. So a lot of people go there for darshan. It's a very popular place. Very popular pilgrimage place. Just like our Simandhar City, they have a stop and stay, they have a satsang hall, they have a cafeteria.
And the opening of that temple was sometimes in
November
1992.
The opening of that first Tri Mandir in Surat was 1992. Niruma and Deepak Bhai were also there at the opening. There was a whole week of celebrations. That's when the Pran Pratishtha was done in all of the idols. Now we'll talk about Dada's last moments, his funeral, and this, what you see here, his samadhi. When Dada came back from America, end of 1987, probably November, he came to Baroda from USA. He was in LA, and then he went to London, and then he came to Baroda. His health was not good. He could only walk a little bit. He needed oxygen, but he could speak.
He stayed here, where we are going to visit this place today, in Khatripur.
There's a place called Khatripur, where we will be visiting later on, and that is where he spent his last days. Dada gave a lot of importance to darshan of the Gnani. So even though he was very sick in his last days, every evening from 4 to 6 p.m. he allowed Mahatmas to come and do his darshan.
You can all hear, right? Everybody?
You can all hear?
So, everybody was allowed to have his darshan.
So everyone was allowed to have his darshan.
Somebody would come in the morning or afternoon.
Someone may come in the morning or the afternoon and the darshan time is closed.
Somebody's waiting for darshan now.
But then he would know that somebody is waiting for me to do my darshan. Dada would sense this. So he would ask them to come in and he would do special darshan for those people.
The darshan was closed. So he said, well, now you can't get darshan. So he sat down and he was just praying to Dada.
This happened one time where the Mahatmas managing the place, they told the Mahatma that came for darshan that the darshan time is closed, Dada is resting, you cannot do darshan. So that Mahatma just sat and waited, and ultimately Dada got the feeling from within that some Mahatma is waiting for my darshan. So he told those caretakers to let the Mahatma come and do darshan. Niruma was also there at the final days. Even Deepak Bhai came in the final month in December. Deepak Bhai had to leave, but Dada asked him, can you stay till Monday? Dada kept insisting and giving Deepak Bhai ideas of how he can stay longer with Dada, because Dada knew it was his final days, so Deepak Bhai should stay with me longer. So in that way, Dada was doing a subtle interference to get Deepak Bhai to remain with him longer. At that time, Dada didn't want any disturbance in the final days, so only Niruma and Deepak Bhai were allowed near him. He would only give darshan to other Mahatmas for a set time every day.
And then he died on, he passed away.
Dada passed away on January 2nd, 1988, around noontime. So many Mahatmas came from all over the world once they heard the news. Even Shirish Bhai's wife and children had come. They all came to pay their obeisances to Dada. Everybody felt a tremendous amount of loss. They were very sad.
Niruma had shared that she was very,
Niruma had shared in her experience that she was very moved by this loss. She was just crying. And at night, in the middle of the night, she got a strong voice from within. She heard Dada speaking that, I am with you, Niruma. Don't worry. Keep doing your work. Keep doing Jagat Kalyan. So then Niruma got the confidence and the energy that Dada is with me. I will continue the work. We will see later. We will go to a place where Dada's body was kept on ice. It was kept from January 2nd till January 5th. January 5th is when they did the cremation. Thousands and thousands of people came for that occasion. There was a large procession. Shirish Bhai wasn't there, but he was told by other Mahatmas that it was one of the largest processions at that time. It was in the city of Baroda. There was a whole motorcade of vehicles, and they all said Asim Jai Jaikar, and they dropped flowers from the helicopter, and they made it a grand occasion. He went through the center of the city of Baroda. At that time, many people in Baroda still didn't know who Dada Bhagwan was. So when they saw this procession, then they came to know, oh, this great person, this Gnani Purush was here. They brought Dada's body here to Kelanpur in the car. At that time there was nothing here, just open land. They put the body on some wood, and some close people gave a speech. Even Niruma gave a speech. They have a recording somewhere. Niruma said one thing beautiful. Dada Bhagwan told me, I'm not going anywhere. I will remain in the heart of all Mahatmas. I'm going to continue living in the heart of all Mahatmas. That is what Niruma recalled. After some time, a small samadhi was constructed here. Then slowly it was developed more and more. The area was the same, this area that you see in front of you, but slowly it got developed more and more. And they even hold bhakti programs here. They do a Asim Jai Jaikar for 24 hours straight on certain days. So many people come here regularly to pay homage to Dada Bhagwan. They pray, they feel the presence of Dada here. Just like we experience at Niruma's Samadhi. People from Baroda, and just like we came from Adalaj, they make special trips here. So when we go inside, you can silently pray, you can feel the blessings, the power, the presence of Dada, and you can ask for Shaktis. One question was, why this location? Why to have a Samadhi here, outside of the city? This land was owned by Rasik Bhai Patel. The same house where he passed away, that was Rasik Bhai's, and this was his land. He was Dada's business partner. So Kantibai was Dada's business partner, and Kantibai's son was Rasik Bhai, and this was his land. So they decided this is a good place to have the cremation. And everybody agreed and decided, let us keep the Samadhi here. When Dada was in Los Angeles in 1987, the second half of 1987, he was in LA. Dada had spoke about this to Niruma, that if Dada passes away, he said he wanted to pass away in India, and when they do the funeral, they should use sandalwood. If the Mahatmas are crying, let them cry. Let them release all of that sorrow. Don't stop them from crying, Dada said. All of these conversations Dada had with Niruma ahead of time, because he knew what was coming.
The reason why it was built was this fence. And in those days, when this was constructed, there was nothing here.
When this was constructed, back in those days, there was nothing here. Even the road was not done properly. There was nothing around here.
And this is the main road going to the Statue of Liberty.
And later on, this road was made, and this road goes all the way to the Statue of Unity. Now it is a very popular road that people go on. So this ended up being a very good location. Does anyone have any questions?
Paramajoti Bhagavantaho Ayoti Sita Pare Chaya Simandhar Swami Eka Samaya Swami Goreche Matudari Namashe Swami Matudari Namashe Namo Vasayanam Namo Loe Savasanam Eso Panchanamukaro Savabhavapanashano Mangalanam Cha Savesim Paramam Havai Mangalam Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevai Om Namah Shivaya Jai Satchidananda.
जयकार